Hello, I'm Matt Ferris. I'm a small business owner and financial advisor, and I'm running for City Council because City Hall is broken. City Hall has been mismanaged for close to a decade and is leading Columbus down a dangerous path. I'm here to change that. More than just being against City Hall's ridiculous spending proposals, I have a plan to balance the budget without jeopardizing essential safety services such as police and fire protection. City Hall has proposed a permanent 25% income tax increase to address a temporary budget shortfall. So, while families are tightening their belts, City Hall wants to increase their spending by more than $1 billion over the next 10 years. That's over $1 billion taken away from local residents and businesses and redistributed to City Hall. The same City Hall that's proven to us over the last 10 years that they're unable to wisely manage our money. In the current decade, Columbus residents have already been forced to deal with higher rates on water, sanitary sewers, and storm sewers, not to mention the seemingly endless increase in property taxes. Now, City Hall wants even more. I have a 3-point plan on how to fix this mess, and I'm going to warn you that the same people who put our city into financial turmoil will try to poke holes in this plan. But it is a solid plan that balances our budget without a massive tax increase or drastic cuts to essential safety personnel. Here's what I propose. Step 1. We have to freeze any increase in spending for 2010. As it stands now, City Hall's budget for 2010 is almost 11% higher than 2009. 60% of the reported budget deficit is caused by this increase in spending. 60%. That's over half the problem solved just by resisting the urge to spend more money next year than City Hall did this year. If families can do it, then so can City Hall. Step 2. We need to prioritize City Hall's existing spending, improve government programs by pursuing market-based reforms, and implementing a few items from Mayor Coleman's annual government reform savings plan. We'll also need to align City Hall's spending with the needs of the community that it's serving. And finally, we'll eliminate non-essential and duplicative government programs. These efficiencies can be achieved by simply addressing 12 of the hundreds of line items in the massive city budget. This alone will eliminate over $40 million from the projected budget deficit. Step 3. City Hall needs to implement a 1-year, 2.5% across-the-board spending reduction. It's not asking too much for government to tighten its belt a few notches for 1 year during tough economic times. Families and businesses are trimming their spending, and so should City Hall. That's it. If we commit to spending no more in 2010 than we did in 2009, if we make a dozen common-sense line item adjustments, then we put ourselves in a position to weather the temporary storm by implementing a 2.5% across-the-board spending reduction. In order to get this done, it's going to take something that City Hall has been lacking for a while: leadership. I am determined to provide the leadership that City Hall has been lacking. With your support, we'll send a strong message that we don't need this income tax increase. I'm calling on you, my fellow residents of Columbus, to vote no August 4th on this massive tax increase and asking for your vote on November 3rd. To learn more about my plan to balance the city budget, please log on to theferrisplan.com.